Hello, I'm Ronja. I'm a student assistant at the BMS lab at the University of Twente. I'm a master's student in psychology, conflict, risk and safety. I mainly work with Furhead, which is a social robot, and I'm going to present today for you the job interview skill. You might ask yourself, why would you use a social robot for a job interview? The answer is quite easy, because as human beings we make implicit judgments about people. And in the term implicit judgment, it already says that we don't do that actually on purpose. So if you're applying for a job and the person that is hiring is very different from you in terms of maybe your ethnicity, your nationality, your gender expression, or your religious beliefs, or whatever it might be, they might, before you even start talking, judge you, and that might influence a decision later on. So the idea of using a social robot in the beginning is that everyone gets the same opportunity, the same interview, and that you will not be judged based on superficial criteria, because the robot doesn't care about it, it cares about your answers. So the idea, of course, by using AI or a social robot is still not perfect, because of course AI, there's no such thing as objective AI, and if you design an interaction, there will be your own biases that kind of go into it as well. But it generally does propose the idea of being a huge improvement to the current process. But of course, huge considerations need to be made in terms of fairness and also trust towards the robot. Some people might perceive the interaction as very fair, because people that usually are discriminated against might feel like they have a better opportunity now. But for some people, they might perceive it as unfair, because maybe they're really charming in real life and you cannot charm a robot that easily. And on the other hand, in terms of trust, some people are more trusting towards automation than others. So yeah, that also really depends on what type of person you are. But that's also things that we are trying to look into. And I'm very curious of how people will interact with it for a job interview. Today we are going to show you the job interview skill. I'm going to be interviewing for the position as software developer, and Ferd is going to ask me some questions about it.
Hello there.
Hello.
What is your name?
My name is Sarah.
Nice to meet you, Sarah. I am Furhead, a social robot. Probably the best that you meet today. Are you here for the job interview for the position as software developer?
Yes.
Great! Because we work on a variety of projects, we are looking for a developer with a variety of skills. But now I have some questions for you. Sarah, are you familiar with any of our projects here?
With the VR glasses, with Furheads, and with the Empatica.
I see you prepared well for this
Okay.
interview. I would like to get to know you better. As a software developer, you need to master a variety of languages. Sarah, what programming languages are you most comfortable with?
Java, Kotlin, and Blockly.
That is good to know. How would you rate your proficiency in these languages?
Decent, okay.
Thank you for your honesty. What is your favorite programming paradigm, Sarah?
Object-oriented programming.
I see you know your subject very well. Maybe one day, if we have more time, we can discuss it more. We talked about your programming skills, but I am curious. What differentiates a good software engineer from a great one?
Creativity and good documentation.
I see you got what it takes. Maybe I have met a great software developer today. We are already talking for a while. Sarah, this reminds me, let's talk about communication and team working skills. How do you explain technical challenges to stakeholders who do not have technical knowledge or backgrounds?
I explain it to them like they're 5 years old. Very simplified.
This is good to know. Do you prefer working on tasks in a team or individually?
Definitely in a team.
That is amazing. We are working closely together here. How comfortable do you feel reviewing code written by others?
Good. If there's documentation, then I think I can understand it.
Thank you for sharing that. I see when looking at the time that our short interview is almost over. But before we end this conversation, I have one more question for you. If we would call you tomorrow and tell you that you got the job, would you accept?
Yes, of course.
That would be amazing. I like you. Let's hope then that you get the job. Thank you for your time. We will reach out to you soon. It was nice meeting you.